Welcome back to another tutorial with G Suite for Education. Today we are going to be taking a look at Google Sites, specifically focusing in on how to create pages, how to organize those pages, create links, and just get your site a little bit more organized. Okay, so I'm back on my example site here, and basically what's happening is I'm starting to get cluttered. I'm getting a lot of information on here. It's just not organized. So what I'm going to do is take a look over here at Pages, and you can see that right off the bat it lists my home page, which is the first one that it automatically creates. I'm going to click the plus sign and create a new page, and we'll just call this Page 2 Example. Now by default it's going to jump me into that Page 2 Example. It's automatically going to title the page for me, which I can go in and change how I do that. And then I can start inserting things like text boxes, sample content. I can start inserting images. I can use some layout guides and templates to kind of get some things jumped in there. And very quickly I can have a great website up and running. You'll notice that on the top right corner of my website now, it automatically generates a menu showing my home page and my Page 2 Example. And if I click on Home, it's going to take me back to that home page. And if I click on Page 2 Example, it takes me back. Now, okay, so let's say that we have a whole lot of pages, and I'm just going to create just a couple more pages just to kind of give us an example, an about, a contact us page, or what have you. Well, normally, if I just keep adding them, you'll see that it's just going to keep expanding. And the problem with that is that eventually is going to get too long for the width of whatever device I'm viewing it on. So the great thing about this is you can easily nest pages underneath these menus up here by simply grabbing the page in the menu and dragging it onto whichever one you want to nest it on. So my Page 2 is going to go under the About page, and you'll see right there it automatically nests it. At the same time, we now have a drop-down menu organizing that page for us into this clean menu, which makes it a whole lot easier to be able to sort and organize. Now, if you accidentally drop a page, let's say I put Contact Us under Page 2, which now we have About Us, and then Page 2, I have to click on this arrow here to expand it, and that just gets overcomplicated. All you can do is grab Contact and bring it down to the edge, and when you see that blue line that spans the entire width, drop it there, and now it's unnested. So you can easily nest and unnest. But let's say that we've got a new page on there, this Page 2 for example, and we want that to be easier or more noticeable for our visitors. Well, very easily what I'm going to do is just insert a button. I'm going to click button, and I'm going to call this New Page 2 Example. And I'm going to select Link, and you'll notice that because I have already created these other pages, it's going to identify them as being a possible link for me. So I choose Page 2 Example, and I hit Insert, and down here at the bottom, of course, I've got this Page 2. I'm going to grab this drag handle here and just drag it way back up to the top and drop it right there. Let's make it a little bit wider so I can see what that says. And now I'm going to insert a text box. Notice it dropped it underneath this other section. That was because that was the focused section. So I'm going to just grab this text and drop it next to it. Visit my new example Page 2 with nothing on it. And we need to, of course, spell correctly. And I'm going to make it super noticeable. It might be a bit much. But there you have it. You can see that very quickly I've created multiple pages. I've got a menu that's automatically generated for me here at the top. And now I can even link to it by just adding a simple button right down here in the page. Hopefully this has been educational for you, and you've gotten some information on how to quickly organize and sort your pages and get more out of Google Sites. Thanks for watching.